Hi, I'm Stephen Bagley, one of the editors of Blackbirds First Flight, an anthology of dark, twisty stories now available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and other online retailers. Today we're talking with Wendy Blanton, one of the authors in Blackbirds First Flight, about her story, The Third Wish. Good morning, Wendy. How are you?
Good morning, Stephen. I'm fine. How are you?
Doing okay. Wendy, without giving any spoilers, tell our readers about some of the research you did for the story The Third Wish, which is about fairies and wishes.
It is. What I found was that in the ancient fairy stories, the fairies are human-sized, often wearing green, and they're often mistaken for people in the stories. As the Christian church swept across the British Isles in the wake of the Roman occupation, they integrated everything they could into the faith. And what they couldn't integrate, they minimized. And fairies were one of those things that would not be integrated. So over the years in the stories, the fairies got smaller and smaller until we're left with what we have today with Tinkerbell.
Oh, speaking of Tinkerbell, she has wings, but the fairies back then did or didn't have wings?
No, they did not. That may have been, it's a more recent addition for sure. It may have been J.M. Barrie when he wrote Peter Pan.
Okay. Wendy's going to share with us a little bit of The Third Wish from Blackbird's First Flight. Wendy?
Summer sighed at the photo of Drew. She lay on her bed in her college dorm room, the gold-framed photo in her hand, and traced his jawline with her fingertip. A cool breeze blew in the open window, and a lock of her blonde hair brushed her cheek. What else can I do to make you love me? She'd tried everything she could think of. She'd purposely sat in front of him in biology class so they'd be assigned to each other as lab partners. She did all the lab reports and even a couple of English essays, although she'd had to dumb them down and throw in a typo or two so the teacher would believe they were his work. Still, he was adorable, and it wasn't his fault English wasn't his thing. Besides, why would a PE major need to be a good writer? She rolled onto her stomach, propping the photo against her pillow. She'd taken it in class and printed it. Rather than keeping it on the shelf with her other pictures, she kept it hidden so her roommate, Kelsey, wouldn't blab about it. I wish I had a fairy godmother with a love potion. Pop! She turned to see what made the noise. If you call me godmother, I'll smite you with fleas, and love potions are unreliable. A girl in a flowing green dress sat on her desk, legs crossed, examining her fingernails. Who are you?
And reader, if you'd like to find out who that mysterious stranger is, pick up Blackbird's First Flight and look for The Third Wish by Wendy Blanton. It's available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and other online retailers now. Thank you, Wendy, and thank you, readers, for being with us today.
Thank you.